Element here with
Earthly. What's up, guys?
we out here camping, and we just wanted to pop through and talk a little bit about spiritual sight.
Yeah.
Spiritual sight. So let's walk and talk. So I just wanted to talk a little bit deeper about spiritual vision and just what it means to be a seer, because I feel like this is important for the new year to talk about. I feel like this is something that we can all relate to as we go into this numerology 3 year, which, by the way, is about healing the inner child and finding that innocence again, finding that creativity, and also finding the truth, finding that wisdom, and also using that for creativity. It's literally the enlightened child is the number 3 vibration.
Mm-hmm. So living your life from that authentic space. And also I think we're going to be really looking at like our upbringing, and within healing our upbringing we're going to really see where, you know, the way that we grew up as children, how it prepared us for the life that we're living today.
Yes, I agree. And that's why I feel like it's important to know what it means to be a seer, so that you can recognize those patterns in your life that could be portraying certain aspects of your childhood or certain aspects of your past life, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So,
being able to like see the messages authentically and creatively and understanding their truth. So say, for instance, like, you know, in your childhood, you know, you grew up not being very close to your family, or being an outcast or outsider, or having different beliefs. You could see that as, oh, what was me, my family, and I don't connect. But really, what it probably is that your mission might not be to be exactly with your family, or your mission was that you needed to go deeper inside of yourself, so you couldn't get that deep nurturance from, you know, your family and your friends, because you needed to build a connection inside of yourself, because your life path on earth might be to bridge deeper stuff inside of you.
Right.
So there's like little tiny synchronicities that have gone on in our life to really fulfill where we're supposed to be in the future. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
So it could be stuff like that.
Yeah, and for another example, one way that being a seer also comes beautiful into work is like when you, for example, don't get along with someone, and you recognize patterns that your behavior persists with, and you recognize that these patterns of behavior, like if you're not in tune with being your inner seer or seeing that part of yourself, then you're gonna see it as an illusion, like you might be the other person, like you might place those things that haven't been brought up yet on the other person. So it's really important to like check in with ourselves and to be that inner seer, and to see beyond the physical world and see beyond the veil. Mm-hmm. To recognize that none of this is personal.
Yeah.
None of this is personal and should be taken like onto the other person or onto ourself. I feel like this year's we were talking about this year just being an important year to be gentle with ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And
as
holding
well.
space for grace with others and ourselves, and, you know, all that we're experiencing, and just understanding that it's a part of the process. Everything's part of the process, and to just go with the flow. And also just seeing, like, I don't know, I really want to touch on like just seeing like the sacred moments in your life. Like, you know, say for instance, like right now we're at Lake Houston National Park, and like we synchronistically ended up, you know, sleeping in a little hut that was the shape of a pyramid, and it was a number 2, and there's 2 of us, and like we're a partnership here on a divine mission together. And just seeing like little synchronicities like that to guide your life, to know that you're on the right path, because when you're on the right path or when you're on the wrong path, the universe will show you depending on the synchronicities that you're experiencing.
Yeah.
So just noticing little things like that, or even as simple as like maybe you see a caterpillar, and that means that you're, you know, healing your inner child, and soon you're gonna, you know, grow inward and
go into the butterfly stage.
and then go inward and begin growing your wings, and then maybe a few weeks later, a few months later, you see a butterfly, and you know that that is a symbol that you've evolutionized whatever it is that you're growing through. Just
It's
like
true.
simple things like
It's
that.
true. I had a dream about a caterpillar, and then 2 days later I had a dream about a butterfly.
Yeah, so there's things like that where the universe will legitimately speak to you.
Okay, let me switch arms.
Yeah, the universe will legitimately speak to you in whichever way that you can listen clearest. But I think that our biggest message right here, right now, is just to listen and to pay attention to the signs that are coming to you. And through gaining that awareness and developing your sight-seeing as a spiritual human and as a mystic, it'll bring you great rewards in this upcoming year.
Yeah, and the most important thing, because 3 is attuned to the emotional realm, 3, 6, and 9, is like the most important thing to be a seer of this world beyond the
Your
physical,
fingers.
is using is using your emotional sensors, using the way you feel, tuning in the way you feel. How does the wind feel?
So good!
So tuning into the way we feel, recognizing our emotions when they come up, and if that's sitting with them, and then sit with them. If that's blurting them out, blurt them out. Whatever way you need to reach that level of consciousness for yourself, and just that recognition to be able to see yourself, because the only way you will be able to see beyond the physical is if you go deeper within and see beyond your own seer, and see yourself
And
within.
go into your oversoul, go into your higher self, and to see things from multiple perspectives. So often humans just stay in their, single, this expression instead of going outside of themselves and into their higher selves and to look at life from a bird's eye view. Because when we begin to see life from a bird's eye view, we become detached, and we're actually able to see the messages a lot clearer and authentically, rather than just staying in this, this is happening to me and me, but it's like, nah, bro, you're so much more than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we both hope that you have a beautiful and blessed 2019.
And that you go into this year with grace.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. Do something that makes you feel good and abundant.
Yes.
Blessings.
Peace out.